Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Celebrity Challenge, and today we have Raya and the Last Dragon. This is a 2021 film. It's an hour and 53 minutes long. Yeah, and it's a big animated adventure from Disney Animation, and it's not Pixar; it's Disney Animation, and it's been on Disney Plus. It was in theaters for a little bit, very few because of theaters due to a pandemic. Um, are pretty much shut down for the most part over the last year and even here into 2021. So they made plans early on to do this as one of the split releases between a premiere level Disney Plus film and also in theaters where it was available. And now, the reason why I'm doing this now is because I forgot to do it when it was released in premium. It's now available for free. Well, for free, but you still pay for the Disney Plus subscription. This is now available as part of your regular Disney Plus subscription now. It is a big, wild adventure of a girl and her dragon best friend. Well, new best friend. It's kind of a thing where there's a lot of big mythology about this. This is not necessarily Chinese history, even though it's a full. I believe it's a full Asian cast, Chinese cast. I'm not exactly sure for everyone, but no, it's not just Chinese because Daniel Day Kim is in this, and I think he's Korean. Anyway, Daniel Day Kim, Sandra Oh, Kelly Marie Tran from Star Wars: The Last Jedi, and a little bit of Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. She's in this. She played Rose in that. She is Raya, and Aquafina, who is a big, crazy character in her own right in real life. She is the dragon, Sisu. So they team up on a grand quest to save their world. Let me make sure I got this right. Kamandra. Kamandra. It's broken up due to issues with a monstrous entities or whatever that roam across the land and turn everybody into stone. They have to. Go on a quest to assemble this magical stone that will hopefully restore the land and destroy these creatures for all time. That's the very high level summary of this. There's a whole lot more to it. There's a lot of history, not real world history, but a lot of history that goes on. This takes place over many years, but mostly in flashbacks. If you get to see that the dragons existed for a time and protected the land, it was all peaceful. And when they went away, well, guess what? Everything just kind of went into chaos, and the different tribes of that land all have different ways of running things and are always at each other's throat. So Raya takes it upon herself to roam the land, collect these pieces that she can bring together. It's a fairly standard, you know, Odyssey kind of plot adventure where you know get all the MacGuffins together and suddenly you will be able to redeem and save the world. It's not controversial or groundbreaking in any way in that sense, but it's beautifully animated. I love the detail they put into animating Raya's and Sisu's faces, human and dragon, and also I'll give this way. I'm not going to give away a whole lot of, not going to give away any spoilers, but I'm going to give you this little thing. There is a point that Sisu can turn into a human, and the way they animate her, she looks. I know she looks a lot like Aquafina, but with blue hair. So it's great how they animate her, and like I said, Aquafina is a big charismatic character in her own right as a human person, and to see her, it's literally like seeing Aquafina animated, and it's hilarious, and two, it's just fun. It's beautifully done. Just the detail in just like an emotional contortion of the face, like just with the eyes and everything else. It's so it's animated, but it's kind of cross that uncanny valley thing to a degree. I mean, again, not the full uncanny valley thing where it looks real and human and alive, but it is, they're really good. The animators are really good at evoking emotion through just the slightest bits of capture, the slightest bits of facial movement that are probably captured through the actresses faces themselves. I imagine there might have been some motion capture. I would think that, I don't know. I mean, Disney's been doing that kind of stuff for years before they had motion capture. They had animators drawing a live Alice in Wonderland. It's the kind of thing that, yeah, I think just putting dots all over Kelly Marie Tran and Aquafina's faces, they can do some amazing stuff, and it's really well done. It's a testament to the animators and to the actresses who portray the characters. It just comes through so beautifully. I I can't get enough of it. I really want to kind of rewatch it again. I had it on in my room, in my office, while I was doing other things. I didn't give it as much attention as I really should have, but it's the kind of movie that I think I can watch again and again and again. And hopefully next time I do it, I will sit down, I will lay down on the couch and grab popcorn and just focus. And even the fact that my attention was slightly split, it still just made me stop and just take in how gorgeous this thing is. Obviously, I love water and hair effects, and wet hair effects they do so well in these films between Pixar and Disney Animation. That technology has come so far. I know it sounds like a dumb little thing, but it shows you a level of realism that is possible with these kind of characters, even though they're animated to look not 100% human-like, with big eyes and certain facets to the way the heads are shaped and everything else in proportion to bodies. It's not meant to be real, but it's and then also, it makes it to a certain degree more appealing to watch, rather than trying to do a Polar Express where you're trying to imitate real human looks, which does not work well. These guys, of course, they keep it in the animated realm, and everything isn't real world anyway, so it's all right. We got flying dragons, so it's okay. Anyway, this is you get to. She has a roly ball kind of mammal in a shell, I think. Like he's a furry creature in a shell that she rides around. It has this kind of dark crystal kind of feel to it. There's so many different characters in this that in her adventure to collect these pieces, after everything she's lost, she kind of builds a family of sorts, a team of sorts, that is kind of the main message, learning to trust people even after so much a betrayal she's experienced in her life. It comes across really well, the way they depict it. People like. By the way, did I say the names already? I said Kelly Marie Tran and Aquafina. We got Sandra Oh, Daniel Day Kim, Benedict Wong, Gemma Chan. There's just so many. Alan Tudyk shows up at one point. He's Tuk Tuk. He's the roly ball character. He doesn't have a voice as so much of an animal noise. You got to throw him in there. He's like, he's like hi, or hey hi in Moana. So, yeah. Oh yeah. I can't say her name, so I'm not gonna say it. But she's awesome. Yeah, you have no idea who I'm talking about. Her last name's Lockman. She's a stunning young woman who was in Dollhouse, Joss Whedon's Dollhouse, many years ago, and she's also been in Agents of Shield, and things like that. So she's pretty great. So it's a great cast. It's astounding to look at, and it's a fun adventure that's full of your standard heroics and sacrifice and great fight sequences between our heroine and the person she finds is her villain. That I'm being weirdly vague, and I've stated that kind of odd, but you'll understand once you see it. If you have not seen it yet, hey, now it's free. It's no longer a premium thing on Disney Plus, and it's not in theaters anymore, as far as I know. So yeah, right now Disney Plus free. Well, free with your paid subscription, obviously, but yeah, I highly recommend it. Like I said, I'm gonna watch this a number of times and hopefully focus on it much better than I did this time. But I still got a lot out of it. So I was rearranging my comics. I'm a nerd. Anyway, yeah, it's a good adventure for the whole family too. It's not there's maybe a little bit of scary stuff for little kids, but I think they'll be totally entranced by Tuk Tuk, especially, and also Sisu, the dragon. I've now fallen more in love with Aquafina, so it's just the way it is, and with Kelly Marie Tran. So well cast and so well performed. Don't get much better. Raya and the Last Dragon. Let's pick tomorrow's episode.
354.
354. Is that in the thes? 354? Well, we had a Chinese cast in this, or Asian cast. Well, we're going to go. And again, it's not based on any kind of ancient Chinese mythology or anything else, but this story is based on a real person in Chinese history, and they Disney-fied it because that realm is the real story is way too upsetting. But hey, we're gonna make a man out of you with Mulan from 1998. The original Mulan is what we're watching next on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. Whew. Representation matters. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye.